Alright everybody, today I'm going to attempt to make a locking mechanism for a standard 50 caliber ammo can. You can see, standard can, this is a normal 50 cal, not the fat 50 cal. And we're going to create basically a pin that's going to run through this hole in the latch, so you will not be able to open that. We're going to use a 12 millimeter by 30 millimeter long metric bolt, a nut, and I have an O-ring that we will need to complete the seal so we don't breach the watertight capability of the AmmoCan. I have a 7/32 drill bit and a 7/16 drill bit, which we will be using today. The larger bit we'll be using to drill a hole for the bolt. The smaller one will be used later to drill a hole through the bolt so you can run your lock through it. Let's get started. You're going to want to mark your spot. I'm actually just going to feed the bit into my drill, and so on second thought I decided it would be smarter to use my small drill bit as a pilot bit and make it that much easier. So I have already drilled that hole. You can see that. I don't know if you can see that. And now that I've got that, I'm going to remove the lid. We can set that somewhere while we drill the big hole. Okay, so with that hole drilled, I am going to deburr it. I'm going to take off all those nasty chunks there. And I have my deburring tool. And I have to grab something else to chip the rest of that off. Okay, so I just grabbed a chisel and got the rest of that cleaned up. You can see it's a little better now. So we get that on the inside and the outside. You'll notice my hole is a little off center. Don't worry about that too much. Ideally you would be perfectly on center. With the seam here on the box, I have gone off to the side a little bit. So you can see my bolt should ideally go right through that now. A little bit of persuasion. That'll go right through there. So now I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to want my O-ring. I'm going to roll that onto my bolt. So that's good and tight. Ideally down to the bottom. And then I'm going to thread on my nut. Pinch that down just a little bit. And now I'm actually going to go grind some of these threads off. Remove those and just make that pin a little slipperier for when that handle, that latch is coming down over it. Remember to do this with the nut on, so when you unthread it, the threads underneath the nut aren't messed up and you can still remove this if needed. Okay, I grabbed my vice grips, got my back at the table. Got my nut and my bolt, little assembly there. Just thread that off now that we have all the threads removed that we want. That should just about come right off. Sorry, it's just a little hot still. Ta-da! Now you should be able to put that right back on because those threads are cleaned up enough from the removal of the nut. So, got our bolt. Feed that through the hole. That's pretty much where I want it. Go. That goes right on after a little bit of a struggle. Alright, now you can see that. See how that fits? Cross your fingers, we put the lid on, everything lines up. Well, sort of lines up. Like I said, I might have to make a couple adjustments on that hole, but I should be able to correct that. Now all that's left to do is drill your hole in the end of the pin there sticking out. And so we'll drill our hole there for our lock, and that's the end of it. You can paint that pin any color you want, redo the whole box. That's up to you guys. Just here to help you come up with a decent solution for locking these boxes without a big clanky arm or strapping it down and locking it or something of that nature. Alright, got the hole drilled. Wipe all the crap off. And there you go. Pretty good. Alright, got our bit done. All set. You can go back later and tighten that up with a wrench. And that's it. We're all set. Now, you run a lock right through there, locking AmmoCan.